Hello and welcome back to Krastorio 2 and space exploration. We're gonna go immediately into like fixing up the chemical tech cards here. I would like these. Then gonna do this. Remove this. Drag this down. Like so. I don't know if we can fit 10. Okay, I think we can. We need a couple more power poles here. Drag this. Get the liquid in. Make more pipe. That's gonna be it. We need a couple more of these. A couple more of these. Power goes all the way down. This belt goes all the way down as well. This belt goes all the way down. Just straight. We have 400 belt or so. Let's make another 500 walls, maybe. Couple more here. Okay. So we add these. Like so. You are struggling because you are struggling, and you're struggling because these are not fast enough to do their thing. I mean, it's fair enough. Really. And that's gonna get power as well. We're missing undergrounds. Put the inserters here. And here. That should feed every single thing here, right? Yes. And then we put this in. It's gonna give us, in theory at least, a bit more than 60. It's gonna be 62.5 of chemical tech cards. If we could feed it, which we can't. The only way to fix this is actually to do this. We could probably just knock that out of the way. This doesn't need blue signs, so we can probably do this fairly quickly. Let's do that. Okay, so the plan today is getting radars up and running so I can scout the area a little bit. makes a bit more sense. Wood, coal. Coal. Thank you. Weird stuff being weird. And then when we have radars done, then we can think about where we're going to expand and build new walls. My spontaneous thought is we're just going to encompass these 3 patches and get a little bit more land on the east here so we have a little bit more room to build. I think that's the plan. I think it's a pretty good plan. While we wait, I think we are gonna get a couple circuits here, but that's gonna mess up. Let's not do that. Let's build 2 of these and a chest. So what I'm a little bit afraid of is power. This coal patch is really running out. We'll do that. We'll take this, place that down. This is processed fuel. Boom. That goes out. This is mostly going to make sure that we buffer up a bunch of processed fuel. Like illegal amounts of processed fuel. Hopefully this other thing is going to be fine for a bit. This here is... there any reason... we can have a small stockpile here so we can reboot the base if we really need to. Other than that, I don't see any reason to do that. Okay, so we have solved that problem. Unfortunately, bots are way off still. So what I need to do is we need to get a bunch of turrets, which is iron and copper. We could do that here maybe. So let's see if we can craft some turrets. Oof, that's gonna need a ton of different things. That's annoying. This is now several steps. And I kinda don't want to do that here. Okay, let's do turret here. We don't get engines here, do we? We get engines down here. But engine is actually something we can solve here. Okay, I'm just gonna do a very stupid little hack here to get some turrets going. We're gonna get turrets into a chest. I'm only gonna get 1 stack because legit, otherwise we are going to use a lot of resources to get that, right? This is going to be engine unit. Engine unit, automation core. Now we need the iron beam, which I think is just 2 iron plates. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just get this going. So we have bulk inserter already on the way. That goes in there. Power. Okay, we need power there as well. This is kind of slow. Like this is gonna take some time, right? It is what it is. Let's just do this. That makes more sense. Okay, so we have some turrets coming in here. Now inserters are also something I really would like to automate here. But we don't have a lot of room to do this somewhere where it doesn't suck. Let's get some engine units from here. What's inserter parts made of anyway? Okay. That is a bit frustrating. This part here looks like, I don't know. This part we would need. This part we would also kind of need. Together with copper. Which we don't have any underground for, so we're going to make a little bit of underground here. Okay. This is so cramped. I hate this. And there's a puddle in the way as well. I can't make landfill, so I can't fill that puddle up. So this would just be a chain. Can I just see how this works out? We build a ghost thing here. So this, and then normal inserter, and then long inserter, and then you go out into a container, preferably. You need inserter parts, which would be gear wheel and stick. So you'd need this, which is stick, and then you would need automation core and something, and then you would also need stick. So you would need automation core, and you would need this, and then we need copper wire. You need to be stick. Technically, probably not, since we take stick from here. We'd need copper wire, plate, and thing to do that. So we do copper wire. We do copper wire there. And then you'd have those ingredients coming in, and those ingredients coming in. So this is what we need to fit somewhere. That doesn't fit there. Not even remotely close. We could do up here. But then we would have to drag those belts back. The most reasonable freaking thing to do is to just stick it right here. But then how do we even get those belts in here? That's gonna be a struggle and a half. Could get 1, 2 here. And the third one would be down here probably. Which would be copper, because copper is only really needed down here, I think. Okay. So, like, we would do this. And this. And then we would do... Okay, this is going to be the rattest freaking spaghetti stuff I've ever built. Copper comes in there. This goes here. This goes here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we actually just go down here, do this, do that. You need this. Then you put that into this machine, which is inserter parts. And you also need something from here, which is all great. And you need to put this on a belt, because we're gonna need that down the line, not only here. Okay, so we're gonna have 1 stack of burner inserters. Excuse me, and then a couple of the others. Let's start with Oh, you need stick as well. That ain't working, son. That ain't working. Whatever, dude. And then a couple of these. Okay, so these here should now be able to feed these a little bit better, because you should be able to grab... What? Oh, so great. The first one doesn't cover that. Whatever, dude. We're gonna jump this. You need your engine units. So you're gonna take that from there. Okay. All good. You're gonna get this. You have your burner inserter. We're just gonna add these. Power. You need something from all directions, apparently, to make automation core. And then you'll put that in there. We're gonna need copper wire. You put that in there. You will also need this somewhere. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. Okay. This is some special level of freaking... Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're just not gonna stack burner inserters. That's gonna be the executive decision that we're gonna make here. That's it. I need iron from there. Boom. But this ain't giving us anything. Because we are lacking power. Okay, we're gonna stop with that now. Cute. Okay. So that's fine. This is gonna be another one of those really long adventures. Okay, so we get that. Automation core. This is gonna complete eventually. This is gonna complete. That's gonna do that. That's gonna get power. And that's done. We're gonna move this, and I'm gonna put long-handed inserter there finally, because I'm used to having that there. Okay. So inserters are kind of automated in the worst area possible that I could find. We now need to take a look at radars. I don't want to craft circuits, my guy. So it's circuits, small electric motors that I will craft. I'm just gonna take these. I'm gonna make all of them. They take 1 megawatt of power. They are very expensive. Let's hope the area they cover, yeah, it's quite large. So I'm gonna put one here. And we're gonna put one on the other side. So we're gonna have a little walkabout here to not remove our ammo belt, but to remove the sentinels that we put out before. And repair the wall. I see. So we're removing that. Repair. Repair. So I think the health that we have is very, very slowly regenerating. Did I miss a sentinel somewhere? I don't think so. But we're gonna put a radar here, I think. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it for now. This already should be taking a decent chunk of our power. Compared to Sentinel, that's pretty much free of any power imprint at all. Which is fine. It is pretty good. Okay. Luckily, we can just walk through that. Okay. So as we can see, the resources in our base very, very quickly running out here. Which means that we need to actually do something about that. So what do we need to expand our stuff? Well, I need a bunch of power poles. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna make a ton of these, yeah. Then I need wall as much as possible, really. And then we need turrets, of which we only have 11 right now. Which is a very, very low amount, I have to say. If we could go out... Oh, we left a wall there. Interesting. If we could go out here... This is very, very ambitious. But that would be pretty ideal. I don't know how long 25 turrets are gonna last us there, though, but... we have to recycle the ones that we have. Okay, so we're gonna go from here. Can I make this? So I want to bring the ammo. Without this, we don't have anything. This is a very long distance. Yes, this is a very long distance. I think this is maybe us trying to be too greedy here. We'll do this. We're gonna do inserter, turret, power pole. I think we go back to this old classic. Don't have any of those right now. I'm gonna leave one gap here for the wall. Let's craft this. I need way more power poles than this though. Let's make sure everything has power. I probably need to stop producing science right now. I need my resources to go into walls and turrets and ammo. Stuff like that. Inserters, preferably. But I don't think... Okay, we did get a bunch of them. Okay. 34. Okay. Yeah. That's not good. They're gonna have to... and iron is just not there yet with that. Okay. Gonna do something very brave and very stupid. We're gonna go out here. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, power pole, turret, inserter. This guy. Has some stuff going. Not a good start. Not a good start here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, what I'm gonna do here initially is we're just gonna do this. They want to run around that and get into that. Feel free. Okay. Now, that looks like a meteor that's in the way. And I unfortunately know that... Oh. I was pretty sure that when I pick up radioactive material, I'm gonna get damaged from it. But we didn't get any radioactive material. So that was very easily solved. Oh no, I don't have any belt left. That's not good. I'm gonna handcraft a bit of belt here. There we go. Yes, I'm not leaving this alone like this. There's no way. Yeah, that's not anywhere near us. Which is good. And how much is this in turrets? Oh, that's already 13 turrets. Gonna put these in here. And this iron is but a trickle now. $21K. Okay, I'm quickly reassessing if we should just be... Yeah, I think we just do that. I think this is too greedy. Let's stop this ammo sending stuff here. I think this is too greedy. I think we should expand a little bit. So I need to have some room to build bots and stuff like that, but this is too greedy. This is not gonna end well. I think we're gonna take another approach to this. Unfortunately. I would really like to get this territory under my control, but the snappers are very tanky. I think this is a bad idea. I should have figured this out and that this was a bad idea when they attacked before, but I kind of hesitated. And I think we abandoned post here. Because I see how little iron we have left. And just look at these attacking and like beating up the wall. We're gonna take another approach to this for sure. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna repair this wall. Like the wall is holding, it's not that, but making enough iron so that we have enough turrets to do actually do this expansion is not happening right now. So we're gonna focus on getting the iron and the coal up, because they are the most pressing issues that we have right now. And those two need to be solved, otherwise we're gonna be having real bad power issues in 16K coal. Yeah. So this is gonna take too long. This might have potentially cost the base, honestly, if I kept going with this. Maybe I'm dooming and glooming now, but I don't think this was a good idea. The iron is very, very close, which is good. Okay, so we'll just retreat back into our nice little hobbit hole here. Put this ammo firmly back into this thing. And then we're gonna do something that I kind of wanted to avoid doing. Which is just, I'm gonna take this and we're gonna extend this particular part. We're just gonna encompass this patch here. pretty firmly, though. But we'll do something like this. I'm gonna start building the turrets and everything first. I feel like that's probably priority. So we're leaving this part. Boom. We can start somewhere here, probably, with inserter power pole turret. Let's do this. And then inserter. And then we do belt. And we'll grab power from there. Okay. So let's just do this. Can probably secure this by doing that, and that has one gap, yeah? Okay, let's keep going here. Like, even with this, that's 9 turrets. That's a lot of iron. And the coal is, I feel like it's a little bit further out than this. Copper we have so much. But now it's just about securing enough resources that we can get to robotics. And then kinda can auto expand the base from that point forward. No, I made a mistake. Somewhere here is kind of where we want to go. I only have 4 turrets left, which is very yikes deal. Okay. So we're just going to extend this wall here. And I want this wall to go in here, yeah? There we go. I'll be just grabbing these here from this while we're at it. So unfortunately, we really need to recycle these turrets here. That gave us 9 back, which is not a huge deal, but it's gonna get us a bit further. Okay. Good boy. I think we just put 3 here on the edge. If they attack specifically in here, I hope we have enough resources to deal with that. Okay, so iron patch is now secure. And we'll take this. There's so many meteorites that are here right now. I don't know if this got hit by a meteorite or what. Kinda don't want this ship to be destroyed by it. How are we doing on coal? 15k. Okay, let me think for 2 seconds. So okay. So this coal patch here, I think we just extend here and here. I'm just going to grab more inserters. Hopefully there's going to be a bunch in here now. No. So there's not going to be that many turrets either. That's unfortunate. Can we... I'm asking for a friend. Could we do something with this? Not really. We could do rocket fuel. Now I'm kind of wasting time here because we are on a clock, but do we have access to this? We could research this and make solid fuel directly from petroleum, which is not super efficient by any means. But this is not hard to craft. And then we could get solid fuel. Wait. Yes. We could do this to save our fuel. Because we should have enough research to do this. This shouldn't take long. We have all of that in our inventory as well. So I really need to solve the this part here. If I can stop relying on coal for this particular thing, we have bought ourselves some time. So we're just cleaning up some of the mining in here. Okay, clean up, clean up, clean up. I did get some of the iron on me anyway. So we're gonna have to go over here, put that in there. That's fine. We have a decent amount. So I need to test this so this is actually worth it as well. How much petroleum do we have? We have a lot of petroleum. How much oil was that from the start? We have mined 156k. Okay. I thought this was 4 million. I swear this was 4 million. I guess it wasn't 4 million. Definitely was not 4 million. Taking this here right now is not good for anything, really. Because of how iron looks. But it is what it is. We just have to deal with it. We have a couple of minutes here before we're done with fuel reprocessing. And hopefully we can avert the fuel crisis that we have right now. Ideally, I want to start reinforcing these walls. Because I don't want to move this until we have bots, please. And I'm thinking the attacks are gonna get spicier from now on. So we'll just reinforce this part. Like so. Okay. I want to prioritize getting the miners kinda settled. That goes there. That goes there. We can put the radar back here. That's fine. We'll do this. Put this out here. Get this back in line. These are gonna go. That needs some extra stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the iron smelting and out because we're gonna have to wiggle our way through here. So this is going to input priority from the iron that we have in the base. And then it's gonna fill up from the new iron mine. So the iron crisis is kind of averted right now. There's only 17k left in here. So that's good. Now we unlock the fuel refiner here. Let's build 2 of those, please. Okay, these are also getting bolder. We're gonna have to do kinda close here, right? So this is gonna be solid fuel from petroleum. We'll just do that. Okay, I'm gonna borrow this. So I will take 1 and put that in there. Okay, so this is 20 MJ, and you made 20 MJ worth of this plus 19%. So if we put in 1, 2, we put in 9 more, this should be a bit more than 20, right? So in terms of energy, this is still kind of worth it. Kind of big maybe though, but yeah, so it's basically 10% extra that you get from doing this. Okay. So we can disconnect this now. We'll just disconnect this completely. Boom. Take this. Take that. I mean, just put that out there, my guy. We'll put that in there. We'll put this in here. This is not something I want to be running long term. This is not efficient. This is not going to be good for us long term at all. But it's gonna save us from this coal shortage that we have. Very, very briefly. With chemical tech cards unlocked, what the hell is biter research data? What's biomatter? How do I get biomatter? What's this? This is bioprocessing. Okay. So we have to grow biomass in a biolab. Okay. I mean, it does make sense. I think that is the only way to progress through this. And if we get that, we'll unlock, let's see, this is 20, this is another 20. We'll basically double the bonus that we have today, which is 4.4. So we'd go up to almost 20 per bullet, which would definitely be helpful. But look, we can't be distracted from robotics. This was what we set out to do, and this is what we need to do. And it's construction, robotics, and we can do logistics afterwards. I don't think... Yeah. So we can't really do logistics bots before we go to space because the logistics science for requesting is actually locked in space science. Okay. But we do really want the construction part of these bots. For sure. So now we're going from... Let's see. We went from spending every single bit of coal we could mine at like 300-400 to now we are like consuming 90. So that definitely helped. Okay, that's not that far off. Okay, but today's episode we successfully averted the power and smelting crisis. We did get a large supply of iron, which was very, very welcome. And next time we are going to take this in. I might just do this here because I feel like this is spending the same amount of walls. The only thing is we need way more turrets than we currently have. So the iron smelting was really, really needed. The good thing about going this route is we get this area to build on. And I think this is where we'd have to build the start of the logistics for the bots. So as soon as we get that, I want to start planning like our long-term base layout. Because I want that to start from somewhere here and be a pattern outside. And it's not going to be a square. It's going to be a square-inspired thing though, but it's going to be mainly train-based. Okay, this is looking kind of spicy. Anyway, I digress. So, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you enjoy this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.